Well, everybody, welcome. My name is Aaron Smith. I'm the Director of Youth Engagement for the Detroit Pistons. It's an honor to be a part of this Zoom call this morning. So I want to officially welcome everyone. On behalf of the Detroit Pistons, we are so happy to once again be a part of the celebration of the Chinese New Year. And we're so grateful to have Lisa Gray from Dragon Eagle TV as a major partner and allowing something major like this to happen. So thank you so much to Lisa Gray from Dragon Eagle TV. For the past 5 years, we've hosted this Chinese New Year celebration at a Pistons game. And our hope is that we can all come together for the 21-22 season at Little Caesars Arena, and we can have the various performances and those experiences that showcase the amazing and the beautiful Chinese culture. So we'll have more info for everyone in the coming months about, what's to come at Little Caesars Arena. So please make sure you stay tuned for that. But as an organization, we are all excited to bring you this meet and greet opportunity as we continue the celebration. And today we're just extremely blessed and lucky to have number 0, Dennis Smith Jr. joining us today. So everybody out there, if you wouldn't mind giving a virtual round of applause. But Dennis Smith Jr., I hear you. I hear him. Dennis, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us.
What's up, my guy? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Appreciate you taking time this morning. I know you're a busy guy. I figure we just have a conversation, man. There's a lot of people on this Zoom that want to get to know you. And so we'll just have a conversation and, hey, go as it may, all right? And I just want to start, Dennis. There's a lot of young people on the call. When did you first start playing the game of basketball?
First started playing, legitimately started playing, I would say 6 years old. I got into rec league at about 6 and got rolling. I stuck with it since then.
6 years old. And where you're from? North Carolina, I believe?
Fayetteville to be exact.
Fayetteville. Can you tell everybody kind of about Fayetteville, North Carolina, what it was like growing up there?
I enjoyed it there. I always say you don't have to have a bunch of crazy things going on as long as you got good people. And that's what Fayetteville had, a bunch of good people. And I had about 25 to 30 family members all in the city. So I loved it there.
Do you have any brothers or sisters, any siblings?
Yeah, I got older sister, younger sister, and a younger brother.
Okay. Did they play sports at all, or were you kind of the guy in sports?
Nah, I wasn't. I really wasn't. Like my cousin, I got an older cousin, Leon. He was great in football. My cousin Mookie was nice in basketball. Some of them played college, some of them didn't. My sister played college. My little sister going to college now. So it's just it's always been in our blood to locally we were always really good. You know what I'm saying? Not bragging, but it's just the truth. We were really good in sports. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did you just focus on basketball, or did you play any other sports?
Nah, my favorite sport was really football. Okay. I love playing football. But my problem was I didn't want to practice every day. I didn't want to be in the sun all the time. But when it's time, Friday night, though, I love playing football, man. And I played baseball too. I stopped playing around 6th or 7th grade, but I was solid in that.
And so baseball, wow, so multi-sport. And did you play football in high school as well?
Yeah, I played football in high school.
Okay. All right, so kind of sticking with your childhood, was there athletes that you looked up to, whether it was any sport, anybody that you looked up to from an athletic standpoint?
Yeah, definitely. Chris Paul was one of those guys, Allen Iverson. Favorite athlete, though, is Muhammad Ali. And I like Roy Jones Jr. a lot, too.
Man, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess you say Muhammad Ali. Why Muhammad Ali?
It's just because of the things that he did outside of basketball. I got a book from the book fair in 4th grade, and it was it was a book, it rhymed, but it was just telling the story of Muhammad Ali, how he got started boxing, somebody stole his bike and things like that. And it keeps going on about his whole life, and it's telling you how he, just the kind of impact that he had and what he gave up during his prime years just to, sacrifice for his people. So I always had major love for Ali.
Preach. Yes, sir. So when I go around, I talk to kids, whatever, I always tell them I wanted to play in the NBA. And when I was young, I told people I was going to play for the Pistons, but, I just wasn't good enough, flat out. I guess my question to you, Dennis, when did you know that you were a little different? You're a little special, that you have that potential to make it as high as you are right now?
Well, my pops had always knew that. He always believed it. And for me, like I said, I was like locally, I was pretty good. Like I was winning the county championships and things like that. But it's something I never seen before. I didn't know anybody in the NBA or know somebody who knew somebody in the NBA. So I didn't understand the plan of action on how to get here. You know, I know I was pretty solid. I think I really started believing I could make it around the 10th grade. And that was my last year playing football too.
Okay. And you went to a Trinity Christian school?
Correct.
So for us that don't know what it's like, I'm sure you were getting lots of recruitment letters. A lot of colleges wanted you as you got older. What was that process like? You know, how many colleges wanted you? And then how did you make that decision to eventually head to where you headed to?
So with that process, I was, you know, I grew up an NC State fan. My grandma was a big NC State fan. Like, I followed my grandma with everything except for being a Redskins fan. So, you know, like whenever I found that they offered me, they was the first ACC school to offer me too. So, you know, I'm big on loyalty, man. You know, they showed that love and showed that they really wanted me, and you know, it's just reciprocated.
And then after making that decision, like, what do you have any memories? Like, I think everybody, I don't care if you just make it to grade school, you make just a high school, or you make it all the way to the NBA. Do you have a favorite memory or a memory or two from college that stick out? Whether it's a great game that you had or playing, and I know you played at Cameron indoor. That's something I've always wanted to see what it's like. Any memories that stick out?
Yeah, I would say that one. The game at Duke, because it was my coach's 400th win, and it was our first time beating them, and they played since like 1990 something. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that was my career high in college. So it was just a crazy night. You know, like God just put that together. And we had to execute.
So y'all won at Cameron.
Yeah.
Dennis, all right. This, for everyone on the call, this might be a little personal. I just want to know this question. What is it like? I see it on TV, right? What is it like, them crazy kids going crazy, doing everything to try to distract you? What's that like playing in that small arena with so much noise and those kids going crazy?
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you two different perspectives on that. Because remember, I was recruited by Duke coming out of high school. So I went to multiple games. Like, I'd be like, all right, like, my homeboy didn't go, I'm gonna bring this one this time, or this one didn't go. So I just went to multiple games in high school, and being in there is like, it's so loud and it's cramped. Like, you got people knees in your back, you know, and the fans are ridiculous. You know, like, I would definitely say like they got some really, really good fans. But on the other end, playing there, it's like you warming up and you feel it. Like, you feel the energy and you feel the tension, you know, like when I was at NC State, everybody locking in on me. So coming out there and forming, I get into a zone and I don't even remember them saying anything. Like, I don't remember any fans being out there.
I love that. You're just doing your thing. You're in your zone.
Yeah, you get lost in the game.
Man, I coach high school. I wish my kids could do the same, man. Just forget about all that. Do your job type deal. That's good stuff. All right. So 2017 comes and the Dallas Mavericks call your name. For us that, again, will never know how that is. What was your feeling knowing that, okay, I made the NBA?
It was a lot of, like, I was excited, but it was also like a moment of me feeling like I did something that was bigger than myself. You know, like it's something like I feel like I made it for my family and for my city. Cause like I said, it's something that I never seen before. So, and, you know, my people, I had all my family members at draft night, and for them to be there coming from where they came from is like, that's just something you never even imagined happening.
Can you mentioned that? I mean, we'll go just back to your childhood a little bit. Who are those people in your life that kind of helped you, you know, get to where you are outside of the people that you looked up to as far as athletes? What people in your life then is, you know, helped you get to where you are today?
First and foremost, my dad. You know, my dad, like, that's the reason I was playing 3 sports a year, to make sure I don't get in any trouble in the hood. Like, you know, start with the basketball in wintertime, the next is baseball, and right after that, even football. Or right after baseball is AAU basketball, then it's football, and then it's just a repetitive cycle. And, you know, he definitely made sure I stayed on that, stayed dedicated. Whatever sport I did, try to be the best at it. And then my grandma, then my aunts, cousins, sisters, you know, you know, it takes a village. It takes a village. Man. We really believe that. We really believe that in our family, you know, ups and downs, we still stick together and love each other. So the whole fam took care of everybody.
That's good stuff, man. All right, well, this is a question comes from one of the kids. It says, what's the first thing that you purchased when you got your first NBA check?
First thing I purchased?
Yes.
I got my grandma a car.
Hey.
That's the first thing, because I was driving my grandma's car. She had a little Nissan Altima. She had an Altima. I was driving that, and I bought her a truck, and then I gave that car to my sister. So I was walking for a little minute, but it was all good. You know, that's the first thing I bought.
Man, that has to feel so good, man. That's good stuff. All right, so, and then you've been traded a couple times, and I think I've asked you this before. We did a Zoom call a while ago, but adversity, whether it's as a child, adversity now, as an adult in the NBA, how does Dennis Smith Jr. handle, when things don't go his way or something different pops up in the life? How do you handle that adversity?
By focusing on what I can control, and like when you deal with adversity, a lot of times, sometimes it could be self-inflicted, but sometimes it could be things that, you didn't have anything to do with. You just got to learn how to control your reaction to the situation. You know what I'm saying? And once you start doing that, you start to control your life. And that's what I've been learning at 23 years old. I'm still learning new things every day.
Love that. Love that. There's a story I heard, and tell me if it's true, about your ACL. Like, you tore your ACL. I don't know how old you were when you did it, but then the doctors went in, they found that you had 2 ACLs in there. Can you tell everyone about that story?
All right. So with that, it's that was crazy. It was like, first of all, tearing my ACL was such a sad day for me. It was right before we had a TV game, ESPN game. I was super excited for that. And I found, like, that night I tore my ACL. The doctor tell me, he's like, I'm 99% sure you tore your ACL. I hear that, I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, yeah, I ain't tripping. But then he say, all right, well, you ain't gonna be able to play for 10, 12 months. And then that's when it hit me, like crying and all that. But I got my surgery probably 6 days after that. So I go into surgery, I wake up, they put that stuff in you, know what I'm saying? And I wake up and then he telling me, yeah, man, so we went in there and we discovered you got 2 ACLs, and then he started breaking it down to me, and it's like only 20% of humans have it. And it's something that you can only find during surgery. So I was like, that's a blessing right there,
Yes, sir. Come on.
I just, I was just thankful.
Yes, sir.
But that's a true story, though.
That is crazy. I was like, no, y'all tripping. Y'all just making me ask something crazy.
Right.
The hops, how the heck did those come about? Is that something you worked on? How do you get up like you get up?
That's funny too. We were just talking about this on Facebook not too long ago. They made some jump shoes.
Yes.
And, and my homeboy Dwight, rest in peace, he gave them to me. And I remember when I went in and seen him at his crib, and he was like, man, don't forget you owe me, now you in the league, because I gave you that bounce. Like, I gave you them jump shoes. So I used to see him with him, and he started taking off in rec league. And then I tried them on, and it started working for me. Then I hit the bleachers every day. My dad had me hit the bleachers every week. 3 days out the week, I do bleachers in the lap. That was before practice. One day I went up to grab the rim. Next week I dunked, and next week I could windmill. And it was just like so quick, man.
Were those the shoes that they had the platforms on them? Like the front platform on them?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I remember those. Anybody on the Zoom call, get those. They made me quicker. I couldn't jump, but man, they made me quicker. That's great. That's good to hear that. So, you're here in Detroit, and clearly the resurgence, people they're well aware now of Dennis Smith Jr. again.
Right.
What was it like, when the Pistons called your name to be traded here? And what has it been like playing, for Detroit and in the city of Detroit?
Oh, never found out the Pistons was calling me. I was immediately excited, just because, I'm thankful for the opportunity, because I just went through an experience where I can see where you don't have the opportunity, like nothing is promised in this league. So for me to be able to come in and have to earn, be given a fair shot to earn opportunity, I couldn't do nothing but relish that and look forward to it. So what I've been learning about the city is they just love you if you play hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just love you if you play hard, like diving on the floor and things like that, or even like just showing that toughness. And for me, it's not faking it. So whenever you got somebody that appreciate a guy that'll play hard and have that toughness about him, it's like this is what I've been looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. You described it perfectly. And I'm glad you said that, because where does that come from? Because it seems like, it's so obvious. Like, when you're that type of player, kind of just, I call it dog, with just a dog mentality, to lose a draw. Where does that come from, Dennis? Is that just, something that you've always had? Is it something that can be learned? How do you play like that all the time?
Well, for me, like I said, I had, like, everybody, my family was talented. So I was the youngest. Like, I was, for a long period, I was a young guy in the family. So, like, we played 21. They don't just pass it. Like, we shooting around there and just pass it to me. Like, go get a rebound. We ain't gonna just give you the ball. So at that point, you start learning, like, all right, well, I'm gonna take something then. And when I started getting that mentality, it's just something that stuck with me. So, like, even in rec league, like, when I'm playing with kids my age, way back 8, 9 years old, it was like I had a dog mentality. It's documented. It's on tape. So I don't think it's something that you just learn. And I think you can tell with some people if they fake it. Some people will be pump faking. And it's just something that my family instilled in me. I'll say that.
Man, I love that. I love the fact they didn't pass you the ball, so I got to figure a way to go get the ball.
Right.
I'm using that. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, a couple more, Dennis. Detroit, I know we're in a situation now with the virus and everything, but have you been able to check out the city at all? And if so, do you have any favorite places that you like in Detroit, or just your overall thought about the city itself?
To be real, I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
Like I came in. Yeah, I came in and so I came from Orlando. Remember, I was down in the G League. So I didn't even have no winter clothes. Like, I was prepared to be in 80-degree weather, and I come here and it's 12 degrees every day. So I was like, man, like, I'm going to just, the Pistons gave me a bunch of clothes though, like winter clothes and things like that. But I haven't had a chance to go anywhere. We're not allowed to right now anyway.
That's right.
I'm low.
That's right. Have you ever, this is what we're celebrating, but have you ever been to China at all? And if so, what was your experience there?
I believe I spent the total of 17 days in China, something like that. I was in Shanghai, Beijing, and Shenzhen, I want to say.
Okay.
And yeah, I loved it. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I loved it. I told my guy Eddie, he was a translator for us. I told him, I said, man, I'm gonna move out here for the summertime. It's because, like, the love they show you is crazy. Like, and I feel, how, like, when a rapper going, like, let's say, I don't even want to disrespect nobody and say they're small time, but let's say like another small time rapper get to go on tour with J. Cole, right?
Yeah.
So it was like, I got to go on tour with Steph Curry. And so me, Steph, Embiid, and Mo Bamba, like they showed me love out there, and it was crazy. But I see Steph, and I see like, security got to tackle fans because they really going this hard for Steph. You know what I'm saying? And they just love basketball, man. And it's I love the culture in China. I really do.
It's funny. Everybody I talk to says that exact same thing. I've yet to go, but everyone says that.
You got to go. You got to go. You'll enjoy it, man.
Good stuff. Wow. Okay. Last question. I got a couple questions from the kids that are on the Zoom.
All right.
Pre-game. What does D. Smith Jr. do pre-game? Is there any, typical things that you eat? What type of music? How do you get in that zone?
I want to make sure that I get a nap in. That's really the only thing that's super important to me. Like, I make sure I get a nap in, and I play some kind of music that I like. Sometimes it could be Cole, Meek Mill, or it could be Sade.
Okay.
It could be Keith Sweat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on how I'm feeling at the time, and I switch it up.
That's crazy. You've name dropped a lot of my favorites. That's good to get to know you, man. My last name's Swift. We might be cousins or something, man. We got a lot.
Just might be.
All right, D. I got a couple of questions as we close this thing out from some of the kids on the Zoom call. And the first question you kind of already answered, but they want to know, how do you like playing for the Detroit Pistons?
I love it. Like, me and all of the coaches, we definitely get along, got a certain level of understanding and respect where we can talk to each other about anything. The teammates are great. And even the fans, the fans have showed a lot of support for our team, even though we're not having the best year right now. they come in and they support and they go hard for us. So that's always appreciated.
And then, as you said this earlier, just from I'm a long time. I've been with the organization my entire adult life, man, and it's just something different. Like I've mentioned on every Zoom call, it's something different about the way y'all play. You can tell something's being built, and it's just people that you want to root for because we know y'all going hard, you're genuine, and you're trying to win. So, man, just we appreciate that. Just as a longtime Piston fan myself. Another question: Can you spin the ball on your finger? And if so, how do you do that? Or how do you do all those crazy dribbling tricks as well? So how do you critique all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, for one, I can. I'm not super good at it, but I definitely can. And, it's just like anything else, man. Like whatever you practice, that's what you're going to get good at, That's just how it goes. Ball handling, shooting, or spinning the ball on your finger. Like if you keep working at it, it becomes second nature to you.
Get the reps in. All right. And kind of you said it right now, but how long? Someone wants to know how long do you practice? And they want to know when you were younger, how many times, how long do you practice every day? And then now as an NBA player, what's the requirement for practice for you?
So when I was younger, I would be in the gym literally all day. Like rest in peace to Coach Harrington. He would let us in the gym early, like especially sometimes he'll let us in the gym early and he'll lock the door. So like, everybody else not just finna come in. He would make that a privilege for us. And the only time we'll leave is like to go get him a chicken or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We'll go get a little something to eat, come back to the gym, and just be in there for the rest of the day. And that was like regular for me. You know what I'm saying? That was a good summer day. So that was all day. Now in the league, you get a little older, you got to start learning to take care of your body. So a big part of training is rest. That's something that you don't understand until you get older or you get around the professionals that have been doing it for a long time. So you got to shorten that time. I really don't want to put a time frame on it, but I will say you can get a really good workout and sweat in 45 minutes.
Yeah. It's like going game speed, like really going at it.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, someone here wants to know your favorites. First, favorite color.
Easy.
Say it again, Dennis. You cut out on me. Say it again.
Favorite color, red.
Favorite color, red. Okay. Favorite food.
Ooh, that's crab leg. It's a toss-up. I love crab legs and I love eggs, man. I love eggs.
Crab legs and eggs. Okay. Favorite musical artist.
Cole.
That's where we're the same on that. Favorite NBA city to travel to.
I haven't traveled there yet, but my favorite city in the whole country is Dallas. But I haven't traveled there as an opponent yet.
Okay. Favorite NBA team growing up?
I never had one. I like the Bulls though, when D Rose was there. That was my favorite team.
Okay. If Dennis Smith Jr. was not playing basketball, what would he be doing?
In the NFL.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah, or the president, one of the two.
Hey, okay. And then the final young person question I have is, do you collect trading cards or did you ever collect trading cards?
Never collected trading cards, ever. Like my cousin used to collect Pokemon cards and I thought that was dope. I know you're talking basketball, but like I just never been like a collector for anything for real.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of kids kind of ended with this. A lot of kids on this call, and I'm sure adults, they want to make it to where you are. And so I guess my question is, Dennis, what advice can you give and leave kids with, as far as trying to get to their goals, even if it's not the NBA? But what advice can you give the kids on the call today?
The cliche thing would be, to say, just believe in yourself and trust in yourself and don't listen to what anybody else say. But nobody ever tell you like really how to do that. And what I learned with that is in order to really believe in yourself and trust yourself and block the outside noise, you got to learn how to talk to yourself, because you got to learn how to start controlling your mind. Your mind going to wander, your mind is super powerful. So you got to learn how to control it. So something going on like, oh, this is negative. What you going to tell yourself? You got to, it's that positive reinforcement that you give yourself, and that'll build you up, man. So just learn how to talk to yourself.
That's good stuff. That's great. All right. Well, I'm going to give everyone on our call, I'm going to give you maybe like a minute or two. If you have a question to throw in the chat for Dennis Smith, I will take it. So if anyone has, and then we'll let you go, Dennis. Again, we appreciate you being with us. And the first question someone said is, and I think you may have answered this already, Dennis, but who did you look up to as a kid?
Iverson, Chris Paul, D-Rose, Baron Davis, Monte Ellis. This list is gonna go on and on and on.
Monte Ellis,
there's a lot of players though. It's a lot.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Let me know on this chat before we let Dennis go here. We got a couple more minutes as we continue. How were you able to balance school and basketball as a kid, I'm assuming?
Yeah, as a kid. So, I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to take school serious because my dad told me and my sister we're not allowed to make C's. Like I said, my pops always had a like really, really firm belief in us to be able to accomplish things. So, we weren't allowed to make C's. So I remember 4th grade, I came home with my progress report, all 100s and the 99. And I was that's just stuff that I was proud of. I took school serious. I was blessed with some intelligence, so school wasn't super hard for me. But that was the balance right there. I made it a priority. And then whenever I get home, like I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside till the street lights come on. So school was a priority for me, and that was my balance for it.
Okay. Got another favorite here. Favorite car?
Favorite car I got, it's my first car I bought for myself. I got a CLS 63, a little Benz. Yeah, that thing nice too.
Yikes.
Yes, that thing.
What color? What color?
All black rims, blacked out.
Sheesh. Let's see what else we got here. Favorite movies, TV shows, actors, actresses.
Favorite movies, 300, Juice, and me and my girl joint is Lady in the Tramp. You know what I'm saying? We like that joint. Actors, Denzel, man. I like Denzel. I feel like they did a movie about me, Denzel would be the actor.
Okay.
Yeah, actresses, I'm gonna go Halle Berry. I'm just leave it at that.
You saying same answers, bro. Okay, Dennis. What do you eat every day? And I'll add to that. What do you eat every day? Obviously as an NBA, an elite athlete, I guess why is nutrition important? And then what do you eat on a daily basis to stay in the kind of condition that you're in?
Yeah, so it's changed for me now. I'm here in Detroit. I really and I can't go out right now. We've been on the move so much. I haven't really had time to go out and do essential things like get groceries and stuff like that. So, and I just got into my apartment. So life been kind of crazy right now, everything on the go. But when I was steady, I would make sure I ate and want to see if I say it right. Acai bowl. You know what I'm talking about? Acai bowl.
I don't, but man, it sounds good.
What does probably do? But it was just like it's almost kind of like a frozen yogurt, but it's not. It's healthy. It's good for you. And I was eating them every day. Sometimes it'd be the first thing I ate, or sometimes it'd be the last thing I ate. But it's just something light, but it could fill you up. And I ate that every day.
I wrote it down. Acai bowl. I'm sure people on the phone may know what that's about.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other one you already answered. How many hours you practice every day? So Dennis, man, I just want to say again on behalf of everyone on the Zoom call, our organization, myself, man, thanks for taking the time this morning to kind of hang with us to celebrate this. And as I say that, a pretty good question comes in, so I'm going to end it with this last question. It says, what is your impression of Jeremy Lin, and do you know him at all?
Jeremy Lin, he seems like a very grounded guy. I don't know him personally, and I can't say for sure that we played against each other, but just from the things I've gathered from when I was on social media or even what pop up on Bleacher Report, like he seems like a pretty grounded guy, very intelligent, and he seems like somebody who does a lot of things for his people. Yeah. And anytime that you're doing that in a positive manner, I gotta salute it. So nothing but respect for Jeremy Lin over here.
No doubt. Okay. Well, man, speaking of salute, we salute you. For real. I'm done. Go, have your Saturday back. thanks for celebrating the Chinese New Year with us, Dennis, and look forward to seeing you soon. Good luck tomorrow. And again, on behalf of everyone, man, we salute you and we thank you, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank y'all for having me, man.
Thank you.
Peace.
And with that, everybody, I just want to say, hopefully you enjoyed hearing from, someone that has reached that level in the NBA. I hope it was encouraging. He made some really good points about adversity. All of us are going to have things happen, but how do you handle it? And Dennis is one of those guys that has really done a great job of doing that. He's reached the highest level, but it all started when he was a young player, young person making the right decision. So again, on behalf of the Detroit Pistons, I want to say thank you. We cannot wait to get everyone back, hopefully at Little Caesars Arena, so we can really celebrate this awesome occasion and the awesome Chinese culture. Until then, have a great rest of your day, everybody. We'll see you soon, and go Pistons.